You guys missed maybe one of the most epic entrances I've ever done. It was on another level. Like here's the one level, and this one was on this level right here. Absolutely crazy. Level here, bam, right there on that level. Immediately I jumped into it. It was on another level. Unbelievably great. Don't even know if I can replicate it. But what I was saying was, damn. Look at all the people in the stream already. Absolutely crazy. Had a long vacation. Went down to Port Aransas. It was a lot of fun. Did a lot of drinking. You guys obviously saw the new whiskey cup. I don't know what it is about the colors and it looking like it's in a barrel that makes it taste that much better. But you know Peach Crown's in there. It's got to be Peach Crown. And I also found this huge bottle. One had blueberry whiskey in it, or blackberry whiskey, and another had salted caramel whiskey. Big bottles, still have those. Absolutely phenomenal. What is going on? Vipero, welcome to the stream, brother. Digital Dogs, welcome to the stream. I had you in a match tonight. I had to take you out of the match because it conflicts with a storyline that has been written. So I had to take that out. So almost messed that up. But got it fixed. Iffy, what is happening? Melinda going to be going up against, you can see it right there. Melinda going up against Tammy today for her very first title shot. Melinda been kind of going up the ranks a little bit, getting a little better. Going to be thrown into the deep end here tonight. Prime time. What is happening, brother? Welcome to the stream. Derek, what is going on? Hey, and if you're watching for the first time or you've seen it and you're like, hey, I want to be a part of it. I want to get my character involved. I'm telling you right now, crank up the listening. I'm telling you right now, use hashtag totes. It's hashtag TOTES to upload your character. I check it all the time. First thing I did when I got home last night, I got on there and I checked it. And I was like, hashtag totes. Because there's 2 or 3 people saying they want to be a part of the deal. And I'm like, all right, let's be a part of the deal. I didn't see their characters. So, just saying, if that's what you want to do, don't tell me how to find you. Upload your character, use hashtag totes. That's almost like it's the one thing I do, so I kind of get your consent to use your character. I don't want somebody to get on here and be like, whoa, that's my character, buddy. And I'm like, oh, my bad, dog. You know what I mean? Bro. I don't want to be that guy. So use it, hashtag TOTES. If you want me to create your character, I can do that too. I love creating characters. And all you got to do that, join our Discord. Tell me what you want to do. I learned my lesson with Rowdy. If you guys don't know the story, when I created Rowdy's character, I don't know, just thought he was white. Obviously, you know, he is not white. And so Rowdy said, that's the palest black man he'd ever seen. I was like, my bad, dude. So I had to get that switched around. I don't know what anybody looks like, you know. Well, a couple of you sent me pictures to create your character because you wanted it to look very close to you. And so you sent me some pictures, a headshot. And I'm like, oh, okay, we can do that. But very few people do I know what they look like. Now, you're probably asking, Totes, that's amazing. Like, just join the Discord. That's all you got to do. But how do we do that? And to that I say, whamma-lamma, right there. That's all you got to do. I'm going to pin that message right there. Join the Discord. Get in there. You can send me a message. Say, hey. And now, look, you got to be a part of the community. If you don't feel comfortable getting in the chat, send a message after the stream. Hey, watched it, loved it, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? So, now, this is going to be kind of a tribute show. Not even kind of. This will be a tribute show to Psycho Sid. Psycho Sid passed away a little while ago. I know him as Sid Vicious. Jay Savage requested a match against him. This is one of the reasons why I try to leave a slot open. And so Jay Savage, kind of like we did for Scott Hall, will get to face off against Psycho Sid. Eagle Star going up against Vipero tonight for the WCW United States title. We already talked about this. Melinda going up against Tammy for the light heavyweight title. Serra, who just got back, it sounded like today, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that was yesterday, but no, today, 2 hours ago, says she's back. Gets to see her brand new look, her and Repentia. Repentia kind of on another level right now. You know, going through the women, the Universal Women's World Champion scored 22 points in the first round. So did Repentia. So top 2 spots in that so far. And after looking at it, even though no women's factions are on the line to get eliminated this time, and 1 and 2 they will. I will have figured it out by then, and this is part of that. Because we have a tie at the number 4 spot in the men's division, we need a tiebreaker. Because of eliminating half the women's teams in 1 round, they're going to go on for 2 rounds just like the guys did. So they've got an extended round. We're going to see those. We've got, really, I'm going to call it the match that Jahki made famous. Now we know Milkman just winning the hardcore title will be in a 4-man table elimination match here tonight, defending that title. This is kind of a bittersweet one. We don't see Max Fenig and Father Time on the stream as much. I still talk to Father Time a little bit on the Discord, but we're going to kind of give these 2 wrestlers a send-off. Maybe one day they come back. We don't know. So I don't want to say retirement match, but they've decided to step away from the ring for right now. Go do some other things, maybe even with some other promotions. We'll keep an eye on that. Now, this match, Bobbi Hart and TJones, this is a Wrestle War match and will be points. Same points that we scored in the 3rd round. Same with Shyanne and Judge Julie Justice. Because it's the women, they'll have 2 here tonight on Nitro, 2 singles matches. They'll also have 2 matches on Thunder. And Jade Cargill, I'd love to say this is her debut. It is not. She suffered a massive injury, and we have not seen her in the WCW, probably even going back to Season 5. We may have seen her one time in Season 6, but now she is back and ready to get things going, and so she is going to kick off the match tonight. So this will be a really good kind of baseline to see where Jade's at right now. You look at Misti Watson, a world champion caliber wrestler, and Jade Cargill getting her first match back against Misti. Now there should be some things on the ring that are a little bit different. I'm going to be very disappointed if it didn't work. But look at the state of this entrance. Jade Cargill definitely knows how to make an entrance.
Scheduled for 1 fall, making her way to the ring from Vero Beach, Florida, Jade Cargill.
And if this isn't the right ring, and I don't think it is, it'll be changed right after this match. But Jade Cargill making her way down to the ring right now. I said when she first decided to come, oh, it is. This is the right arena. But I said when she decided to come to the WCW versus going straight to the WWE that this was going to be a big deal. Then suffered a massive leg injury and now is back and ready to get after it. So this was our original Nitro arena, but the ring is very different, and very specifically the digital board. Kind of funny, but Misti Watson, Kylie Watson, Kempty Watson, all down in Port A partying with Totes as well. But really, Misti getting the first shot at Jade Cargill here tonight. Jade, I mean, this would go a long way in this match to see where is she going to kind of fall in. Where is she going to fit into what category starting right off the bat? You do well not even having to win this match, but you do well against like a Misti Watson caliber character. That's bumping you up into some places. You don't, like obviously kind of moving back down. And you can see the ring. It's kind of hard to tell what it is, but that is Sid Vicious imprinted into the ring with what we call the Universal World Heavyweight Championship. It'll be a lot more obvious when you see the digital board without the entrances going off. But yeah, one of our original arenas, we moved on to a different Nitro arena. And so I figured we can use this when we needed to replace some images in here and use it more like a tribute arena. Our Nitro shows will be where we do the tributes. So, but Jade and Misti, you can see right about the same size, both heavyweight in the heavyweight women's divisions. To get it back on the right screen here. I got screens all over the place. So we got to make sure we get the right one. Hey, congrats, Digital. That's awesome. That's another thing. Like, we won't see it until the finale of Wrestle War, when we actually go to the Wrestle War pay-per-view. But it'll be interesting to see, can the bikers hold on? Or not. And I'm going to tell you, whether they do or whether they don't, there is still a lot of storylines left to tell with all those wrestlers. So, factions, one thing. And look at this. It seems like right now, Misti just a little bit quicker than Jade. And that might be a little bit of the ring rush. You know what I mean? Misti has been wrestling now. Has been wrestling in a lot more tag team matches as of late. But getting back into a singles match here tonight. That's one of the reasons why it seemed like a really good idea to have these two paired up. But Jade might have some rust on her as well. Really spent a lot of time in the Performance Center getting ready for her comeback, making sure that knee was ready to go. And by all accounts, it looks like it is. And that's the thing. And look, Jade kind of getting back into the old form. And you got to remember, Jade, super powerful wrestler. And Misti also the same. So it's kind of almost like different moves, right? But the same version of themselves. Jade wrestling herself right now. What in the Jesus was that? We have never seen that. Misti goes, grabs the leg. And I thought she might have got the 3 count just on style points right there. Jade might have been like, wow, like my outfit is on another level. But maybe, just maybe, those black back flippies that you just got done doing. But there it is, and that might be all over but the cry and Red's redemption. And look at that, Jade able to kick out in 2.5, and Misti's got to kind of be beside herself a little bit. Not a lot of people kicking out of Red's redemption. But Jade right now has got to find a way to get back in control of this match probably won't be able to take too much more of the offense, and Misti, in true NWO fashion, just kind of messing around here, it seems. Now grabs the leg one more time. 1, 2, 3, and maybe not. You can kind of see that time when Jade went down, her head hit first.
Here is your winner, the Grim Reaper, Mighty Watson.
But Misti coming away with the victory, but nonetheless really good to see Jade back in a wrestling ring. So, now we are going to get into these next two matches directly related to Wrestle War before we get off into the send-off match of Father Time and Max Fenig. Nice. Hey, speaking of sharing the stream, I too need to share the stream. I didn't share the stream. You would think I would share it, but I didn't. I didn't do a good job. And while we're on the subject, guys, remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new.
Champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the NWO from St. Louis, Missouri, the Universal Women's World Champion and the Ring of Women's All-Star Champion, the Extreme Shy Girl Davis.
Shyanne Davis, our current queen of the ring, making her way down to the ring. Also, you know, normally you're looking at like king or queen of the ring, using that to turn around what you're doing and win a champion. But Shyanne ends up getting it, ends up winning, and she is the Women's Universal Champion and the only Universal Champion since the formation of WCW. So that's absolutely crazy if you think about that. Oh, that's so funny. I shared it right to where Iffy shared it.
And representing the Authority from Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., the WCW Women's World Champion, the Judge Julie Justice.
And how many times do you really get to see this? The Universal World Champion and the WCW Women's World Champion hooking it up in the exact same ring. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's almost my motto. I'm just good at it. But the Judge now making it, and have a good workout. That's the other thing. Like, I'm excited to be back so I can get back to working out. I'd lost like 30-something pounds. Starting to get back into shape. Still got I got a little bit of the whatever, but we're getting rid of it. Took me years to put it on. It's going to take me one to take it off, though. So here we go. Womano y Womano. 10, well, hard to say, but up to 11 points on the line, depending on if it's a pin. A pin win is 10. Submission win is 11. Countout win is 6. So, depends on what goes on. But I'm going to tell you right now, we haven't seen any kind of strategy work against Shyanne. That was a big boot. And look, you look at her size versus the size of the Judge. It's not that the Judge is bigger per se. She is taller, however. But Cheyenne's still able to get that foot up, drop the big boot. But Judge Julie Justice turns it right back around and gets right back in control. Now, if it was me and I was sitting in the ring and I was the judge, I would want to keep like a medium pace. You know what I mean? Not fast, not slow, but just enough to keep Shyanne off balance and to keep me in control of the match. Kind of looked like that's what she was doing, but she did not follow her outside of the ring. She waited for her to come back in. Shyanne used that, and look at that. That was the thing that so far has got stuff turned around. And again, we've seen Shyanne in matches in 3 moves. We saw 2 of them, and she did not go for the 3rd. But that was very close. Could have ended the judge's night right there, but instead kind of backs off a little bit. But look at this. Maybe this is why she was doing it. Does she want to try to get the tap out, get that extra point in there? And when you look, just looking at some of the stuff, when we go and we actually look at the standings, it's very important to keep in mind right now, the NWO, the women are in the number 1 position, and not by a little, by a lot. So this is a huge thing. Can the judge find a way to beat Shyanne and get those 10 points? Right now, the Authority sitting in the number 4 position. The judge setting up. Oh, Shyanne sees it coming, and the judge sees it coming. The judge tried to put the finisher on Shyanne. Shyanne then runs at her, getting ready to put her in that 8-second ride. And the judge sidesteps that one. And the judge back in control, taking it up to the top. Don't know that Shyanne sees it coming. Whoa! Whoa, what a reversal. Shyanne picks her up, a big slam. And Shyanne now trying to get back in control. The judge passing it back around. Even pausing a little bit for station identification. This is the Totes Network. Totes My Goats, the leader in esports entertainment. What is going on? Devin the Bandit, welcome to the stream, brother. And to be fair, I just made all that stuff up. It just seemed funny. Pausing for a station identification break. I mean, come on, that was funny. I don't care who you are. That was pretty good. And that's what I'm talking about. You can see that is the image that is imprinted into, you can see Psycho Sid right there, Sid Vicious. But that is the image that is imprinted into the ring right now for this tribute show. No, but you're right, Digital. A lot of people think it's all the gym. It's really all the food and then the gym. Like, diet's probably 80% of what goes on. Oh, look at that. The setup, the 8-second ride. That might be it, too. And somehow the judge kicks out. But you see why Shyanne is the Universal Women's Champion. Hits her with another crazy one. She is wanted on that, but look at this. Referee worried about what's going on with that turnbuckle. Not worried about what's going on in the ring. But whether he was worried about it before or after, it does not matter. It's all elementary at that point. I wasn't even going to count that out. Like, there's no need for counting it out.
The Extreme Davis.
But Shyanne pins Judge Julie Justice, and now the rich get richer. The NWO scoring 10 more points, bringing their total now up to 60. What is going on, Dancing Serra? Welcome to the stream. You know, you picture how people look, right? Because I picture how all of you look. You can't help it. You got to kind of picture it. And what you just said is exactly what I pictured. Iffy. Marine, right? Gotta be. Gotta be a tank. That's what they called me in high school, the tank. Not because I was built like a tank, I wasn't. I was like real skinny. I like lean muscle, right? But like skinny. It wasn't until I got out of high school I actually got really a lot bigger. And then I stopped working out, and then my belly got a lot bigger. All the muscle went bloop into my belly, and I was like, I don't care. But now I do, so I decided to start working out again.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Hart Foundation from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Bobbi Hart.
Bobbi Hart was the created wrestler that we created. I've done it twice, and for some reason it just ends up being her. The most realistic looking created wrestler. It's like what I aspire to when I create every single wrestler. But she was the first that looked so realistic. I was like, we got to do it on everybody. Yeah, like I was hurt, and the doctors told me, they're like, hey, you can't go to the gym anymore, you can't do this. And I listened. And I put on all this weight, and I felt like crap. Like I felt worse and worse and worse. And finally, I stopped taking a lot of the meds, and then just went back into the gym. And
representing the Bikers from Smithfield, North Carolina, the WCW Extreme Classic Champion and the WCW Underground Non-Stop Champion, Hyperspeed TJones.
then I had a job where I traveled a lot, so I couldn't work out a lot, and it happened again where I started getting bad. I was like, geez Louise. Now I don't. Yeah, well, I would absolutely think, especially like, you know, doing what you do. That makes a lot of sense. TJones, again, we bring it up because she's holding both of those belts, but the only person to ever win two WCW Special Series title belts and hold them at the same time. So absolutely crazy. But looking at what's going on here, we see the men on the men's side. There was a lot. They have a lot of success. They're up there. They were number one for a while. Now they're number two in the thing. The women, on the other hand, through round one, are sitting at position number 7 with 8 points. Really sitting in the last place, to be fair, but tied for last place. And the Bikers sitting in the 3rd spot. So you got the NWO. They just scored another 10 points, so they've got 60. Team Nightmare, which has Miss Nightmare, Alana, Repentia, and Serra sitting at 36. The Bikers with Witcher, the Sorceress, Tammy, and TJones are sitting at 18. The Authority, 18. Team Aussie at 18. So kind of a bottleneck right there for the number 3 spot. Then you have the Disciples of Darkness. And we've got some really interesting information about the Disciples of Darkness that we are going to talk about as well. Maybe even during this match, if we get a chance, sitting at 14. The Hart Foundation and the Order of the Phoenix sitting at 8. Now, one of the really interesting things about this, if you look at the 2 top male factions, just by like the title belts that they hold, you got to look at the Horsemen and you got to look at the Syndicate. Now, the Syndicate not doing as well. They were kind of off to a good start, but didn't do as well in Wrestle Wars. Horsemen didn't do as well in the beginning. Ends up doing really well now. It's kind of the same thing with this. If you look at the women's factions, the NWO and the Order of the Phoenix are right now your top two women's female factions. But the Order of the Phoenix not doing as well in Wrestle Wars right now. Now, that could change, and this is one of the reasons why I'm like, it would only be fair to have the same where the men, and look, the women only have 8 teams, so they're getting eliminated quick. Like, half their team's gone. So they should get an extended round, just like the men had an extended round coming in. TJones now grabbing the leg, too. And Bobbi able to kick out. Remember, TJ, one of the most devastating, my absolute favorite finisher. You won't see another wrestler do it, because if I see it, I'll immediately take it away from him. TJones, the only wrestler that has it. Didn't even know what it was when I assigned it to her. But when you see it in a match, look at that! TJ using the referee, throws the referee in the way, and Bobbi Hart cross-bodies the ref. Now, while the ref is down, will TJones use that advantage? What is she doing? Oh! That took it to the downtown. Downtown, Julie Brown. Referee missed all of that. He'll have to watch that later tonight on the replay. Bobbi trying to turn it back around. TJ looked like she was getting ready to take flight. Doesn't. And Bobbi Hart helps her out. And again, Bobbi's one of those, I'm shocked she hasn't won a world championship, but it just seems like not quite living up to the potential. What is going on, Paulo? Welcome to the stream, brother. Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm belly dancing's on another level. Absolutely on another level. Flips TJ over 2. Oh, not even a 2 count. Now, that's got to be concerning for Bobbi Hart, but will she be able to get in a couple big moves right now? Really, TJ has been controlling the majority of the match. It's been back and forth, but TJ's probably, we're looking 70-30 as far as the control goes. TJ getting back up to her feet, though, and it's kind of a veteran move right there. Bobbi Hart allowing TJ to use her own strength, her own power, her own energy to get back to her feet. TJ, though, now starting to turn it back around. Goes, grabs the leg. 1. And now where there was a 2 count, there is only a 1 count. But again, it will take one move, one finisher off the top rope. And you know what? I rarely ever do this, but there are things that happen sometimes in a match where I think what we just saw, let me figure out. That looks like that. Oh, it's so close. That's our thumbnail right there. All right. All right, now how do we get out of this? I don't want to zoom out. This will show you. This is what I get for doing this. How do I get out? Reset, change look, change camera, pan. Oh, there we go. And back to the match. But did you see the look on Bobbi Hart's face? That's where I was like, oh, that's got to be the thing right there, regardless of how things come out. Sometimes their facial expressions absolutely kill me. Here we go, trying to go for the 11-point win. Will TJ tap out? Referee oddly in position. And ready for it. Now, TJ didn't, but you can kind of see that move right there obviously took a toll on TJ. Almost like TJ's out right now. Not really able to fight back. Can she get it turned back around? Bobbi must have noticed it. 2, 3. And that might have pulled. Look, TJ grabbing her hip right now. Maybe an injury has happened and we don't know about it. Definitely gonna need to keep an eye on that. But Bobbi comes out the winner and helps the Hart Foundation by adding 10 points to their total. So, you look at wins, especially in this round, and the Hart Foundation now automatically at 18 and ties them with the Bikers. Oh, yeah. Digital giving away the memberships. If you're a member, realize you guys can give away 10 free memberships a month. So congratulations going out to Volcano, Assassin, Big Mo, Cowboy John, Rodney Garland. What's funny about it, when you give them away, it's completely random. Nobody can choose who gets them. You just hit give away, gift the memberships. They randomly go through our subscribers and gives 5 of those memberships out. Now, the neat thing about that is it sends an email out to them to let them know that they got it. So that's also pretty cool. We talked about this match a little bit.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Daddy T.
We talked about this match a little bit, but Daddy T gonna be his final match for a little while. Gonna be moving on to bigger and better things. Haven't got to see a lot of them. Haven't seen them a lot in the comment section, which is why we're going to get in some more people. We've got a lot of people that are saying they want in that right now are more active on the channel. But again, Father Time, one of my favorite characters in the game. And along with Max Fenig. Now, the one thing they did want to do is have one final match, at least for a while. And again, we don't know. They could always come back. But one final match, kind of a send-off match.
And his opponent, representing the Syndicate from the Wasteland, weighing in at 273 pounds, Max Fenig.
But one kind of send-off match for Max and Father Time. Won't be seeing them around here for a little while. But, again, they could get active on the channel again. We can bring them back. Not a big deal. Love the 2 characters. What is going on, Herbie? Welcome to the stream. Amazing. Amazing vacation. Really good people. Some of my old Army buddies. Some of the people from the neighborhood. Really good. But here we go, Father Time, seemingly legendary status, legendary character, and Max Fenig. All of them both of them, have been around for every single season of our Universe Mode. That should show you how much we're starting to grow, how much the activity is starting to happen on the channel, how much the activity is starting to happen in the comment section. So, definitely something to keep an eye on. I'm going to post a really cool picture in our Discord right now of the vacation while we're doing this. Just because this picture is on another level. So we'll just pop in here real quick. We'll pop right over to, oh, look at Father Time getting up saying we're not going to take it, just like Twisted Sister. No, he ain't going to take it anymore. But yeah, pretty cool. That's my golf cart along with my buddy's golf carts. Mine's the green one. But yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy with the E-Federation stuff. Definitely starting to get bigger and bigger. I'm starting to see, like, and I'm serious, for a long time I didn't see guys doing it the way we do it here. I'm not saying that we were the first. I'm just saying I didn't see it. I didn't see a lot of people out there doing it. Didn't have a lot of people to draw inspiration from. I saw the channels out there that scripted everything. I saw the channels out there that when they try to announce stuff, it sounds like this. And it's complete pandemonium across the ring. Can you believe what you're seeing? And I saw that, right? That is not what we do. My wife has got to leave the house. She can't even be in the house because it sounds like I'm in the arena, so I'm trying to shout over the top of people. And I didn't start out that way either. I sucked. I absolutely sucked when I started out. It is terrible. I wish I could have those videos on the channel, but I can't. Because I put the entrance music on those videos, so I couldn't be there. Max Fenig, though, starting to set up for the finisher. Is this going to be it? Picks up Father Time, brings him back down with that butterfly-like suplex. 2, 3, and Max Fenig wins the send-off match against Father Time.
Here is your winner, Max Fenig.
Hey, Herbie, I put the link to the Discord right up. Right up. It's pinned in the description, in the comments. I wonder. Oh, I've already given away the 10 memberships, or I'd give away more memberships. But congratulations going off to Max and Father Time. Last time we were going to see them at least for a little while. But right now, 3 kind of newcomers in our WCW Universe Mode. Jahki returning off injury. Sawyer getting his first shot at this title belt. And I think this is Hawthorne's. This is Drew's 3rd title shot. He's won 1 and lost 1, but
Following contest is a fatal 4-way table smash, and is for the WCW Hardcore Championship. The weighing in at 215 pounds, Jahki, the Predator.
And Serra, you picked a good episode to return on. You and Repentia will be getting a shot tonight at the WCW Tag Team title belts as well. With your brand new hairdo. It's more the hairstyle you asked for in the first place. I didn't see it, and then all of a sudden I saw it, and I was like, oh, we can make that work. But Jahki making his way down to the ring. Look at these guys getting excited with Jahki. And the match that absolutely hurt him, he won the match, so I call this the match that Jahki made famous. But got hurt, was out for a couple weeks, now back, getting a chance. And one of my favorite match types. But getting a chance at it again. If you remember in the very first match that he was in, he picks up, and I think it was Sentinel, picked up Sentinel, gave him the Samoan spike through a table.
And introducing the challenger, representing the new millennia, from another time, weighing in at 239 pounds, one half of the WCW World Tag Team Champions, gentlemen, Drew H.
What is going on, Bama? Welcome to the stream, brother. Bama, of course, a member of the Four Horsemen and the current WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Drew now making his way down to the ring, half of the WCW World Champions and a member of the New Blood, getting ready to get things rolling and see if he can't help the New Blood also bring in another title. You remember he had quite a big impact at the beginning of Wrestle Wars, came in late, joined the New Blood, and was the reason they made it out of the first round to avoid extinction. Kind of a big deal. Now, they didn't make it out of the next round, but still, getting them out of there to avoid the extinction of that faction, pretty big. Sawyer, too, trying to advance the agenda of the bikers, trying to help them avoid extinction. Winning a title belt like this would go a long way and give them an advantage. Before, as long as he can hold on to it before the end of Wrestle War. Hey, I was like Beetlejuice. I was like, man, if we say Drew's name, you say Sped's name, you say whatever too many times, he will appear. And look at this. Sped is here. So, very interesting, but you can definitely see kind of a resemblance a little bit to Raven. Definitely one of Sawyer's favorite wrestlers. And now, as a permanent ode to Scott Hall, you will definitely see our current hardcore champion.
The champion, representing the Maniacs, from Pangea, weighing in at 272 pounds, the WCW Hardcore Champion, the Milkman Maniac!
Now, it's crazy because, like, you look at this, I always think Milkman looks like he should have the world championship around his waist, but to be fair, that hardcore title looks pretty good there as well. Almost like he had his outfit and it was made for his outfit. Kind of reminds you of like roses are red, violets are blue. Good guys don't last, but the bad guys do. So here we go. Some badass looking hombres getting ready to get this thing going. The only way out of this match is through a table. Drew going after the champion. Sawyer locking it up with Jahki, and now that reverses back around. And look at that, very smart move. Drew backing off, letting these two guys get after it, picking and choosing this spot. But still looking like ultimately wanting to get after the champ. But if it was me, I would kind of step back, maybe not worry so much about the champ, pick and choose my spots on people. But in order to do any of that, it's not going through a table. I don't think you can go through a table on the outside and lose. I haven't seen anybody do that as of yet. And I think if it was possible in every match I've ever watched, I would have seen it. We're also making some more matches. I never even thought about 2 out of 3 false submission matches, but we're doing that. I've got a 4-way match, but so far the shortest one was 45 minutes. And look, Drew takes the champ, throws him on top of that table, that folded up table. And right away, Sawyer looking like he's going to try to get the king of the table matches out of here, picks him up. Can he get him back down? And he does. And that's one of those things where you gotta wonder, has Jahki fully recovered from his injuries? Don't know, but then there are 3. And maybe this is kind of a strategic move on Jahki's part, knowing that he got injured the last time. Maybe he's got his sights set on bigger things. Maybe he's got bigger fish to fry and not want to be necessarily in the hardcore division. Oh, and Drew just missing the spear. Milkman taking advantage of that. And Milkman just keeps dropping people on the backside of that table. Milkman now over in the corner looking like he was over there talking to the guy in the Papa Post shirt, but that working against him. Drew trying to set up the table. Milkman rolling out absolute carnage inside the ring. Oh, little duck and cover. A little jukity-doo-dah. Drew now picks him up, and look at Milkman. The hardcore champion on another level right now, getting out of things left and right. Finally, though, Drew catches up with them, says he's not getting away from that boot, but look at who's waiting in the wings. Sawyer picks him up and gives him a pile driver right into the thing. Drew, though, no-sells it. Kicks one guy, kicks another guy. Sawyer still trying to set up the table. And this is absolute crazy going back and forth. And still unable to get that table set up. What is going on, Volcano 6000? Welcome to the stream. And this time he says he's going to do it. And Drew says, no, you're not. I wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here it go. Sawyer, though, still determined to get this table set up. Like he's not having it. He will not take no for an answer. Drew said, hey, maybe pay attention to me. And now Drew trying to get the table set up. And all I got to say about that is once, twice, 3 times a table. And a big choke slam, but again, only one way out of this match. And it's through a table. Something about that table right there. And I thought Sawyer might have seen it and realized it's... almost again gets it set up, but still unable to get it accomplished. And the Milkman going on a crazy move. And I think Milkman kind of realizes it. But Drew finally gets it set up. Drew saying, show him the money. And I've got a funny feeling the next time somebody gets back inside that ring, they might be going through a table. Look at this. One guy gets thrown through the steps. One guy gets thrown into that digital ring post. And they just keep throwing each other around the ring. Ring around the rosies. Pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes. They all fall down. Look at Drew talking that smack. Says, hey, I just threw you through a ring post. And now Milkman realizing that that table is set up on the inside of the ring. Still don't know if Sawyer realizes it or not. And that DDT splits Drew open. Milkman getting back to his feet. Looking like thought he was going to try to get him back in the ring. Instead, just wants to get him on the ring. Oh, and I'm going to tell you what, Drew is the king right now of throwing people into a ring post. I haven't seen that many people go into a ring post in the entire season, but we've seen 4 times already in this match, 5 times, and look at that. Some fingers to go along with your troubles. Oh. Oh, what is going to happen? You never know what's going to happen with a table set up. Like, You don't know what could possibly go on. It could be some crazy move, but the wrong person can go through the table. One of the reasons I love this match so much. It is so chaotic. And what a brutal match. I'm a little bit shocked that only one person is split open right now, but I got a feeling that could be changing before we even know it. So guys, while we got a second, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video. If you want to become a member, we sell monthly memberships for as low as $4.99. We also have $6.99 and I believe $10.99 or $9.99, something like that. But yeah, it is. If you want to support the channel that way, absolutely, it is there for you to do that as well. All support is appreciated. And hopefully by the end of the year, you can see why we have those memberships. What? Throws him out, and look at that. Ring around the rosy. Drew comes around, a pocket full of posies, ashes, and Sawyer goes down. Sawyer gets one, but Milkman sitting there waiting in the wings like the old Bette Midler song, Wind Beneath My Wings, except this is the only part, and it seems like they've made it worse somehow. That was supposed to be fixed in the last patch, but it just seems worse with the guys picking up the table and just standing right there. Now remember, Milkman, current hardcore champion, hardcore championship on the line. Hey, welcome back, Vipero. Sped getting back to his feet. Now Sawyer cut open, and only the champion not cut open as of yet. And look at the amount of blood going down Drew's face. Drew gets one with the table, does not get the other, and whipped outside the ring. Now, Milkman going down, Sawyer picking up the table, hits him with it again. Can he get it set up? No, walks over and stands over there for some reason. Thanks, Kane. If you got a free membership, like if the membership was gifted to you, you can't gift it out. You actually have to, you have to have gone and purchased, the monthly membership. Because you don't have to be tier 2. Yeah, for some reason it won't let if you got it free, it won't let you gift it for some reason. Look at this. Milkman absolutely out on his feet. The two guys that are bleeding going after it. Milkman now setting up the table. Sets it up, but he gets a baseball bat with barbed wire for his trouble. Drew now taking it to the next level. Milkman getting Drew. Can he set him up? No, can't. Picks him up. Thought that might have knocked down the table, but it doesn't. Table's still standing, and anytime the table's standing, you got to watch out because you don't know what could happen. Can Drew put an end to Sawyer's night right here? Milkman, did you see that? Almost like a little look over to Sawyer. And maybe this is why. Picks him up. Sawyer reverses it back around, though. And then takes the table. Well, he takes the table down, then he uses it. Now he's got the champ in a really precarious position, but throws him up into the corner. Look at that. Sawyer was kind of sitting there waiting. Now he's got him. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, Milkman somehow fights his way through it and gets put through the table instead. What a crazy... in all the times watching the matches, I've never seen a reversal quite happen like that. What a crazy reversal that was. But again, this is how Milkman won this championship. Won the hardcore title, was in this tables match. And now Sawyer, can he find a way to get the champion out? Whips him and misses the table. Now he gets him, trying to walk him over. Milkman fighting through that, does not want to be put over by that table. Instead, tries to take Sawyer. Sawyer fights through it. And here we go. Is this going to do it? Do we have a new hardcore champion? What? Somehow again, Milkman fights through it. Sawyer doesn't let him out of it, though. Fights through it a third time. Puts Sawyer up against the table, and will we retain the championship? Yes, he does. Milkman retains the WCW Hardcore title belt.
Here's your winner, and still WCW Hardcore Champion, the Milkman Maniac!
Now, I'm going to tell you, this is the stuff a long time ago I expected from Milkman, and Milkman now starting to take it to another level. You win 2 4-way elimination table matches. 2 of them in a row? What? Absolutely crazy on another level. But what a great match. All 4 competitors fighting hard for that match. And now Serra gets to see her brand new hair. What is going on, Blaze Radio? You snuck in on me. Welcome to the stream, brother. Didn't even see it sneak up there. It happened so fast. Hey, you hold the tag team title belt, so brother. Like, you think you've got it figured out. Or you just buy into the membership. But all you have to do really is purchase a membership. Like not have it be the one gifted to you. So if you go into memberships, you should be able to buy it for $4.99, like to keep it going. I'll have to check it out. I'll check it out after the stream and see. Look at the state of these two. Like, And these guys have had a lot of success since joining up. Now, even though this isn't one of the matches in Wrestle Wars, this is for the title belts, but not an actual Wrestle War match. You look at Miss Nightmare leading Team Nightmare. And the funniest thing is, no matter what happens, it stays on Team Nightmare, because right now, Repentia and Serra are together inside Wrestle Wars with these two. But you can see they're not an actual faction, so they will fight each other when outside of Wrestle Wars. So this isn't an official Wrestle Wars match. WCW Women's Championship title belts on the line. And they, because of the amazing work, Sarah's got 4 points, Repentia's got 22 points. They're kind of the reason why they are in second place. They wanted to give them a title shot here tonight.
Is a tag team match set for one fall, and is for the WCW Women's World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the Game Crashers.
Well, it's interesting. You might have to be tier 2 then.
Their opponents, the WCW Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Faces of Fear.
Because Digital, you're tier 2, right? I'm tier 1. Like, I'm the whatever the most is. That's what I do. I figured I can't ask you guys to have memberships if I'm not paying for membership too. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm tier 1. But like Digital says, freaking. But here we go, Serra, brand new hairstyle, and I believe the one. She'll have to say if she likes it or not. I don't know. But I believe this is what she was asking for in the beginning. Now, you look, Serra and Repentia giving up a lot of size to Miss Nightmare and Alana Davis, but they probably will match up very well. Serra likes to take it off the top rope and use the entire ring, and that is what they're going to have to do to beat these two here tonight. But you look at the stuff, Alana kind of a newcomer, Miss Nightmare, a former Universal Women's World Champion. So definitely have their work cut out for them here tonight. But you can see with every match, Repentia and Serra starting to pick up some steam. And the same with Alana. Alana the same way, coming on about the same time as them. And then teaming up, able to beat Miss Nightmare. And then Miss Nightmare saying, hey, maybe we should form a tag team. Maybe we should get this thing going. Awesome. I'm glad you like it. So here we go. Rolls up the leg and kicks out in one. So kind of looks like the 8-second ride, but it's not. Serra now able to get Repentia in. Alana trying to talk smack. Repentia not having it though. Picks her up and look, has her in that elevated hold. And then Alana going right after Repentia, getting her in the armbar. So both of them trying to exchange some different holds and finally getting back. And Repentia just letting the boots drop. Now Alana on the ground. Serra tagged back in. And now Serra ready to get the offense going. Look at that. Whips her into the corner. Gets a lot of height. And like I said, Serra likes taking it off the top rope. You'll see Repentia take it off a little bit, but shouldn't be as much as Serra does. Fighting back, that was a very good maneuver not to get double teamed. Now letting the feet go, picks up Alana, gets her in the tree of woe, and just leaves her there. Says, that's good enough for me. I'm walking away. And there we go, chokehold while up. Alana trying to get, but look at that. Repentia grabs her, doesn't let her get in there, and puts her in a crazy, crazy looking move that goes not only after the knees, but it looked like it went after that lower back as well. Now takes Alana, whips her into the ropes. Misses the elbow, misses the other elbow, and says, forget it. Crossbody time it is. This Nightmare reaching out, trying to be like AT&T, reach out and touch someone, and Repentia not having it. Yeah, maybe it is. I didn't think that was a thing, but maybe... I read all the rules, and that's what caused me to create the $4.99. If you remember, I had a $6.99 and a $10.99, I think is what it was. And that was the recommended thing. I just did whatever it recommended. But then I think it said that I had to have a $4.99 tier in order for us to gift it. So I don't know. But I'll definitely look into it after this and see what the deal is. And look at this, Alana having Serra in the corner, Repentia watching on. Referee for a change, trying to stay out of the way, oddly. But getting in the way anyway. Soon as I say it, he's in the way. Grabs the leg. 1, 2. And Serra able to kick out in 2. What was that? If you did that to Frankie Two Fingers, if Frankie Two Fingers was in the ring and you pulled that move on him, game over. Tell the referee, say ring the bell. I'm about to do this move, you just ring the bell. He said it would be over if I did this move. It'd be done. But it is not done for Serra. She's not having it. Trying to go after that turnbuckle pad. Ducks one. Cannot duck the other. Finally stops. Miss Nightmare. Now, if you remember, Miss Nightmare so far in this match has had her number. Can Serra turn it around? Goes over, tags Alana back in, and I'll be fair. Like, if I was Serra, I'd want Alana back in after pulling that crazy maneuver on me. I'd want to get back at her. Picks her up, takes her back down. Is this gonna be it? 1, 2, 3. And hey, still, hats off to the Gate Crashers. I am telling you right now, I wouldn't have got up after that other move.
Your winners, and still WCW Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Faces of Fear.
And look, I don't know who's going to be able to beat these two. Alana came in, and since she has come in to this thing and tagged up with Miss Nightmare, these two are dominating. Absolutely dominating. Now, apart, they're okay, but together, for whatever reason, absolutely dominating. So hats off to them. Definitely won't be the last time we see the Gate Crashers by any stretch of the imagination. And that might be the next thing that we need to see with Serra. Maybe get her into a one-on-one match for like a WCW Special Series title belt. It's really funny. Some wrestlers do very well in specialized matches, and some do better in one-on-one matches. We're still learning this, so we'll figure it out.
And is for the WCW Light Heavyweight Championship.
So here we go, Melinda Gutierrez making her way into the ring. You know her in the chat as Iffy. And what is this? I swear, like, you speak Iffy's or you speak Smed's name, they will appear. It's like Beetlejuice. I haven't seen the movie, but I saw the first one. I know how it works. Tammy now making her way down to the ring undefeated. If you take out the Wrestle War matches, undefeated in one-on-one singles matches with title belts on the line. So since coming in, she has won and defended her title belt a total of 3 times. Can she make it 4 here tonight, or will Melinda? And we saw a lot of stuff coming from Melinda in that last match. That is what's kind of got her this title shot right here, right now.
Introducing the challenger from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, the mechanic, Melinda Gutierrez. And her opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, Tammy.
Nope, Streamlabs, nobody's listening. I'm telling you, this is the best title belt ever created. I'm not saying the best title belt I ever created. I am saying that is the best title belt ever created in the history of wrestling, in the history of e-wrestling. I don't care what you say or what you do. Out of the stuff that you can only do in the game. Not the stuff where you go and you make little pictures outside the game and you bring it in. In the game, you can't make a better title belt than the light heavyweight men's and women's championships. Put a period at the end of that. Not even debatable. But guys, remember this too. Look at the state of that move. Melinda barely able to get down in time. That could have been really weird and landed really awkward. Now trying to get it turned back around. And I'm telling you, at the end of the day, when we booked this match, we knew this was going to be an absolute street fight. You could throw all the stuff out. The referee, he's going to try to keep the peace. He's going to try to make sure the rules are being used. And these two, I don't think they give a rat's ass about the rules. They are just here to get after it, have a great match, and then maybe have some whiskey afterwards. Oh! When Melinda went up, she sees the target. Tammy then ducks down after it. Melinda flies over the top. And you're going to see very similar styles of wrestling, even though slightly different size, right, as far as the height goes. But you're still going to see very similar styles. They got that kind of brawling, punch you in the mouth kind of style. And you're seeing it come out on both sides here right now. Melinda now taking it, slowing down the match a little bit, trying to keep control of what's going on and going and working on that leg. Making sure maybe Tammy can't use those kicks against her, or those kicks won't be so effective. You know, you get an ankle worked over like that, and then you go to kick somebody, put that pressure back on that ankle. You don't want to deliver that kick as hard because it hurts. You know what I mean? So maybe that is something going on right now. Melinda getting after it with a series of power bombs. And I'll tell you, I'll show you guys something right now. Don't know if you can see it. I don't like clowns, but that's the old FAFO clown. If you don't know what FAFO is, and I'm sure you do, look it up. Hilarious. But I can wear the shirt, even not liking clowns, because you have to see the clown. I can't see it. Look. And then this says admit one. There's a ticket for one. Tap around and find out. That's what FAFO is. It's a motto in my life. Now remember, you cannot. Yeah, so I found out. This sucks. I found out that they took it down. I got to learn how to do it. So, yeah, it's a long story, but I got to figure out. There's only one ever made, and I've got it right now. Really weird. But we'll see if I can't figure it out. And get those Totes t-shirts back up. We need our own marketplace, you know what I mean? I'd like to do more than just Totes t-shirts. I'd like to have like t-shirts for you guys too, like Teespring. Yeah, if you can, send me the information. Send me the information so I can look into it and see. But yeah, I definitely got to figure it out. If Fabian was still here, he makes t-shirts. I was gonna... Yeah, if he knows what it is. Yeah, so it's a grunt style t-shirt. I have grunt style. I'm in the t-shirt of the month, and it's this month's t-shirt of the month club t-shirt. I won't buy my own shirts, so I just joined the grunt style t-shirt of the month. So every t-shirt you ever see me wearing is grunt style. So remember, you cannot win on a count out. You can win the match, but you cannot. The title belt will not change hands. So far, Melinda getting after it, but it looks like Tammy's starting to make her comeback right now. And so glad they finally got that fixed. Oh, this is her finisher. Can Melinda fight through it, or is she going to tap out? She has her in it, but Melinda now fighting through. Able to get back to her feet, but look at this. Another. Oh! Oh, we have seen her win on this move right here. Another submission move. And Tammy setting up for it again. And it might be all over. No way you fight through 3 submission holds in a row. And finally, Melinda taps out. But I'm telling you, what a great match.
And still WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, Tammy.
I would have bet, I'm not kidding, I would have bet halfway through that Frankie Two Fingers would have lost his house on that one. I would have bet Melinda was going to beat Tammy for the very first time. It looked like that is the way it is going. But Tammy finding a way to come back, ends up stacking 2 of her finishers, gets into 1 submission hold, and puts on 2 more for the win. It took a lot to get her to tap out, but Tammy walks away with the championship. Now down to the final 2 matches of the evening. Vipero putting the WCW United States title belt on the line here tonight against Eagle Star. And Jay Savage is going to take on Psycho Sid in the tribute match. The reason we all came here, absolutely crazy. That is true. I'll look into both of them. Yeah, it was weird that they took down the T-shirt, but not a big deal. We'll figure it out.
The WCW United States Championship.
That's a real nice T-shirt. I've wore the T-shirt that we had made quite a few times. I mean, it's been washed quite a few times. It still looks brand new. So, like, I was really happy with it. It was just sad that it got taken down. Yeah, we'll get it set up. The reason why it was expensive last time, because it's like a make-to-order thing. I don't think enough T-shirts were ordered, that's why they took it down. But it's like a make-to-order thing. But yeah, we'll get it set up and get it figured out. Figure if we can keep the T-shirts around $25, you know, be good to go. As long as they're good quality. Look at the state of these yahoos. The Syndicate making their way down to the ring. Jay Savage making sure no shenanigans go on, along with Zach Hamilton, Andrew Dubbs, and of course the current WCW United States Champion and WCW Universal Tag Team Champion Vipero. It's almost like these guys practice this entrance just for this moment. But can Vipero, who finally ended Totes McGoat's streak of 11 title defenses, can Vipero extend his own streak?
Introducing the challenger from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Eagle Starman. And his opponent from Columbus, Georgia, weighing in at 205 pounds, the WCW United States Champion and one half of the Universal World Heavyweights Tag Team Champions, the Snake Vipero.
So Vipero trying to extend his title defense streak to 2. Which looks, that ties Rowdy and that would tie Rowdy for the second longest streak of the U.S. title. So that should tell you something right there. LA Knight won it, defended it once. Sting won it, defended it once. Rowdy defended it twice. Peyton Hardy won it. Totes McGoats then won it, defended it 11 times. Then Vipero won it, has defended it at least one time already. So I think this would be 2. But another part of this story, Eagle has won the light heavyweight championship 3 times, more than anybody else. But every time he goes after another title, has not had much success with it. So trying to break out of that streak here tonight, trying to win the WCW United States title would kind of go a long way, and maybe the next step he needs to get up into that world title contention. You look at the 4 horsemen, you got Bama, world title. You have Totes, multiple-time world champion and multiple-time universal champion. You got Rowdy, universal champion and was a world champion and other things. Hasn't been yet in WCW, but it is coming, you know. So let me just make sure that is right, and that is right. So Eagle Star, the only non-world title holder, but all those guys also went through and won a United States type title, an Intercontinental type title. You know, another title belt like that to get things going. But Vipero has been on another level for quite a few episodes now. Eagle Star now trying to defend it off, trying to get it turned back around. He did take the hardcore title, that is true. Just hasn't had a lot of success, though, other than that hardcore title outside the light heavyweight division. You know what I mean? So definitely see. See, mine's bad too, but I got a spreadsheet right here that keeps me in. Eagle Star now trying to get things turned back around. No, it was Raven actually. Raven was the one who took the took your hardcore title. You took it from Bama, and then Raven took it from you. So Eagle Star getting excited. Whoa, what is this? Jay Savage getting in the ring. Now, I don't think it's a no DQ match, so like if they interfere, that could not cost Vipero the title. It could end up costing Eagle Star the title. But Eagle Star now, I don't think he even saw it happening. Weeman, I think, brought it up, but then Eagle still getting things going. Referee definitely didn't see it. Don't even know what the referee sees. Yeah, I try to leave everybody to only one mask. Besides Weeman, that's because they're related. And this is the thing. We've seen him win on this move. 1, 2. But that usually sets up one of two of Vipero's finishers. If he hits it, well, he went to hit him with the snake bite, but Eagle Star stepped back just enough. I think it messed up Vipero, but Vipero not letting that slow him down at all. Takes it off the rope, reverse DDT, and stays in control of the match. Not sure what the plan was there from Eagle Star. He got out and then just didn't get back in, or got back in at the wrong time. Eagle rolls out of that. Not sure what he was going to hit him with, and a big drop kick. Vipero really taking it to the ribs and then allowing the photographers to get a good magazine shot right there. Eagle Star trying to get back to his feet. Vipero missing that, hitting the other. Now takes it off the top rope, and we have seen some crazy comebacks from Eagle Star. Could this be one of them? This is one of his brand new finishing moves. Submission. Is Eagle going to be able to collect the bounty wisely? Didn't look like Vipero was going to tap, so Eagle let him up to stay in control, and a devastating backbreaker followed up with another right to the abdomen. Vipero finding a way to turn it around. And look at this. Is Eagle gonna tap out? Doesn't. Oh, picks him up. It looked like it was about to be a big slam by Vipero, but Eagle stops it right in the middle of the move. Vipero rolls out of the ring. Eagle, though, staying on the attack. And again, we say it every time, just so you know, you can win the match, but the belt will not change hands on a countout. So definitely stuff that the challengers got to keep a hold of, got to keep track of. Vipero now grabs the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Vipero will retain the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship.
Your winner, and still WCW United States Champion, the Snake Vipero.
Yeah, it's funny. That would be hard to argue, to be fair. It would be hard to argue that Vipero isn't the greatest luchador in WCW right now. And you look at the stuff like when Rey Mysterio was back doing it. Rey Mysterio didn't become a world champion until he went to WWE. So, very, very interesting. But another big win for Vipero. And that brings us to the main event. The main event of the evening, the memorial match between Jay Savage and Sid Vicious. I get it. I get his name was Psycho Sid in the WWE, but it was Sid Vicious in the WCW. And if you don't know it, I'm a WCW guy. So that's what I know him as, Sid Vicious. Thanks, Temple. I really appreciate it, brother. Loved it. Really had a good vacation. Really needed it. Enjoyed my time. So guys, going into the main event, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new.
Is a no-holds-barred match. Making his way to the ring from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 269 pounds, the WCW Underground Impact Champion, Jay
Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. It's probably the most important thing you can do. Go get out on X, get it out on Facebook, get it out. Get it out to the one who said you're not a good sharer. They said, you know what? I'm going to tell you what. Vipero, growing up, you sucked at sharing. Send it to that one. Send it to the person that said that to you. Unless it's your mom. Totes didn't say go, like, troll your mom. But, like, if his name was George McPherson.
Memphis, Arkansas, weighing in at 317 pounds. Psycho!
Send it to George McPherson and say, hey, guy, look at me now. Do you see the state of this? I'm a really good sharer, and you're welcome. Go check out Totes' video. Just saying. You know what I mean? It's what I've been saying. I said it is 5 o'clock somewhere. Here it's 11:30 in the morning. But regardless, we still got whiskey in our brand new cup. The cup is on its maiden voyage right now, and it is delicious. Sid Vicious, the great late Sid Vicious, making his way down to the ring in a tribute match. Hats off to Sid Vicious. Just a really great wrestler. You know, they thought, and unfortunately he wasn't booked right, but they thought he was going to be like the next Hogan. And they brought him in to do that, and they never got his booking right in that regard. Even became a member of the Horsemen at one point before moving on, and then came off the top rope. One of the most horrific things I've ever seen inside a wrestling ring. Came off the top rope, snapped his shin. Like it was something else. But yeah, a lot of great memories from Sid. Very good guy from what I've heard. So now, of course, you look at him, he doesn't look like that great of a guy, but I heard he was a pretty good guy for the most part. So anyway, hats off to Sid. This one's for you. But here we go, Jay Savage, Sid Vicious getting after it right now in the center of the ring. Of course, you got Jay Savage, who is going to give up the size to Sid Vicious. And Sid Vicious, we talked about Hogan, we brought it up, and look, Sid Vicious dropping the leg. Little Hogan-esque, not a mistake. And you also got to believe that he probably inspired some outfits. Like you look at what he's wearing. It's almost Steve Austin, almost Goldberg-like, you know what I mean? Just very plain, very simple Lex Luger. Or, yeah. Almost said Luther, but I didn't. Lex Luger, like type of a thing. Now getting up, played it up to the crowd, and Jay Savage sneaking around just like a milkman, taking it, sneaking in the back door. Psycho Sid not ready for that. But now gets it turned back around, and I think Jay Savage is in and seeing exactly what all the hype is about, why people feared wrestling Sid Vicious. You know, just the absolute power behind some of these moves now takes the Vulcan Death Grip to the next level. It's embarrassing to say, but I've watched Totes tap out to that move. Ridiculous. Yeah, absolutely, Prime. I absolutely agree. And look at this little knife edge chop fight back and forth. Sid coming out on top, taking Jay Savage up and over, grabs the leg. And anything in this match is legal. No holds have been barred in this match. And while the falls don't count anywhere, they can fight anywhere they choose to. Sid now taking it, looking like he was going to take him back inside the ring. Said no, instead used the ring against him, and a headbutt now splits open Jay Savage. He picks him up, big choke slam. And you got to believe that is going to bring this fight right back into the ring. Sid now grabbing the chair, going after the back of Jay Savage. Jay rolling out of the way, but rolls right into another attack from Sid, who takes him over into the corner. Fighting through it again. Now you can see the blood running down Jay Savage, but look at this. Gets the old butterfly trifecta on Sid and almost brought it right back around to the chair. Now takes him, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Sid Vicious kicking out into Jay Savage hits him with the chair, grabs the leg again. And Sid able again to kick out in 2, but you know the thing that Jay Savage knows and the thing that Sid Vicious knows right now, these guys are in an absolute fight. And both of them starting to understand just how big of a fight they are in. Delivering blow after blow, and had he got that in, it might have been all over, but the crying huge clothesline was incoming. Instead, Savage walks up, climbs that big old tree, and Hurricane Rana's it right to the ground. Oh, Jay catches him. Can he get him over? He does, and look at the look on Sid Vicious's face. He was like, what the heck just happened there? Savage grabs the leg. 1, 2, 3. And that is exactly how I would have imagined Sid would want his last match to go. Sid Vicious in his last match here in WCW goes, puts on a hell of a match, and puts Jay Savage over. Can't imagine it of going any other way. Guys, thank you for coming back. Thank you for checking out stuff. I was gone for quite some time on vacation, but I appreciate the community. I appreciate everybody who reached out while I was on vacation. I missed you guys too. Just very appreciative of this whole community, what we do here. Big things in the works right now. Big changes happening. Going through Wrestle Wars. We have to make it through some of that stuff, but there are storylines that are already starting to form. Brand new storylines, and some that are trying to conclude right now. Remember, I don't control the wrestlers. I have no way to make a storyline conclude or start or do whatever. I've got them written out. When I see it happening, we go and we enhance and we tell the story about it. So anyway, guys, love every single one of you. Love what you guys do. Love what you guys have done with each other in the community. Appreciate everything. Be kind to one another, and we will catch all of you guys in the next one. Peace. All right, I don't normally do this, but I do want to point some things out. So Sawyer just suffered an injury, for real. It's 2 weeks. And if you go and you look at what it says, a couple things, I just so that you guys know that things matter. So when I'm saying breaking news, and it's about injuries, it's real. Says the competitor is afflicted by a small torso injury. I make up what it is, but reducing submission attributes and strength by 5. So what do you think that does to like the overall? You know what I mean? We look right here. I can come in here and look at the different things. These are always set the same. 75, 70, 65, and 70. Those are the 4 things that on everybody set the same unless you win a title. Titles change it, right? And we'll talk about that in a second. But if you look at this, it says reduces strength by 5. So his normal strength, 77, it's reduced now by 5. Now, they used to do a thing, and they don't do it now, but they used to do a thing where they put the attribute like -5 next to the 77 so that you would know. For some reason, they don't do that anymore. But it's the same thing with submission. It's reduced by 5. So the strength and all the stuff, and it could lead to more injuries, right? Plus, if you lose a couple matches in a row, he's got a 7-week thing right now where this competitor becomes demoralized from losses, decreasing all attributes by 1. So then it decreases everything by 1. So now when you're looking, again, everybody's rated between 82 and 87. So he's at 84. Okay? We go, look, SC Jumpman. He's at 88. Why? Because right here, he's got this thing for 8 weeks. Competitor becomes encouraged after a big victory, increasing all attributes by 1. Could stack up to 10 times, but it's only stacked once. So all of his attributes have been raised by 1, and it's good for 8 weeks. Sentinel, he's at a 78. Well, why? Why would he be at a 78? Look at this. It's 9 out of 10, like 9 points. The competitor becomes demoralized after loss, increasing all attributes by 1. Stacks 10 times. It's stacked 9 times already for 7 weeks. That's why he's sitting at a 78 right now. Serra at an 86. Shyanne, here's a good one. Cheyenne's at a 94. How's that even possible? It's oddly, somehow her power ranking's 56. That's ridiculous. I don't know why the game does that. It's dumb. But overall attributes at a 94. So let's see why. Finishers at 100. That's because if we look, we'll go in here and I've got a spreadsheet that keeps track of all this. She's got things that will increase her recovery, special finisher, and her pin escape already. The residual effects of the title belts that she has won, you'd think it'd be like on another level. For her, it's only 7 points, and she has been the Universal Champion forever. But that's 7 points, and it stacks at 20. At 20, we won't go above 20. That means it can never be above like 95, for that, which is, it's good, but it takes a long time to get there. Closest one right now is Witcher at 19 as far as residual points go. But holding the Universal World title is 20 points. So with her 7, that's 27 points. It maxes that out. These can never really get maxed out, I don't think, but is what it is. So, but that's why. Like, you look at all of her other normal stuff, like, it's just normal stuff. There's not things that are crazy on her when you look at it. Because, again, everybody falls between 82 and 72. Now, she loses the title. She loses 20 points off of those. So Totes is another good example. 94 sitting right now. Well, he holds 2 title belts, but then look at this status that he's got. Consecutive wins puts a superstar at the top of their game, increasing special finisher defensive attributes by 1. Stacks up to 10 times. So for the next 3 weeks, it's stacked up to 10 times. It's been that way for a minute but look, power ranking somehow is at 28. Now, when we go in here and we start changing the way it should be, because you look at, we're at 28. Totes, to be fair, should be right here. But look at this. The person in the number 1 spot, attribute, +3 in attributes. Rowdy, +2 in attributes. Sentinel, +2 in attributes. Sentinel on the crazy losing streak is on his. The game's got him rated 3. TJ is 1. Eagle Star is 1. So, but absolutely crazy. But so these things matter, and this is what I mean by the title belts matter. If you look at the Universal title, it's 20 points for the Universal title. It's 10 points for the Diva and the $1 Million. It's 6 point for their tag title. In the WCW, it's 15 points, 7 for the US, 6 for the television championship, and then 5 for the light heavyweight, the hardcore, the tag team championship. So that's what I'm saying. And you only get 5 attribute points, not across all levels, across those 5 levels right here. Look at that, 99 days. Couldn't make it one more day, could you, totes? But these attributes right here, the recovery, the special, the finisher, and the pin escape. So that's what makes them tough. It's what makes any champion like tough to take their titles from them. So I just wanted to point that out for those that are still watching. That way you kind of have a better idea. I used to like really drive this stuff home in our creator streams, but anyway, just wanted to point that out. That way, you know, especially if you're new, you can see like what is going on and what is happening. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it. Peace.